Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, from everyone here at 2K Sports. With Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and Steve Kerr, this is Kevin Harlan. Nothing like the NBA for Turkey Day. Our starting lineups will look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. And you just can't take your eyes off Larry Bird, can you? Always fun to watch.
And the thing I loved about Larry Legend was his ability to initiate the offense. We know what a great scorer and shooter he was, but it was almost like having another point guard on the floor with Bird, because when he'd get the ball, he made everybody around him better. He's a wonderful passer.
But Steve, when that fourth quarter came around and the game was on the line, he was not looking to all players to ever lace him up, and he wanted to put the dagger in late in games.
The Hawks here looking to pick up one on the road before returning to Atlanta. They have started the season with gusto. 4 consecutive wins, no losses, as they battle here in Game 5 of the regular season.
I think for Atlanta, I tell you what, they've come out of the gates quite impressively here, and it's a bit of a surprise.
I think they've got a chance to make some serious noise in the playoffs. They've got to be very encouraged.
And taken away by Magic. Houston Rockets, they won their last contest in that game against Dallas.
Just did not stop.
My kind of performance to watch, guys. Efficient and potent. Very strong. Way to punt.
The Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the evening. And he hits both from the stripe.
He has such terrific.
Well, Kevin McHale gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. This is the first meeting between these two teams this year, but he knows the drill defensively. Keep them out of the lane. He said they're tough to deal with when you let them get to the rim. We've got to move our feet and do our best to deny that penetration. Kevin, easier said than done.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Hawks. Here's Drexler. No good, unable to end this run.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. And they were right in his face. They keep going down low with the ball, and it results in points. They're having their way in the paint.
And it's resulted in a big early lead, too.
Making them both. That's good from Johnson. And it's the Rockets with the ball. 11-point game. Shots good by Drexler. The Steelers, I think, referring
for going 1 for 4 early.
Johnson dishes to O'Neal. Westbrook with the steal. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And once he took off, it looked like the defense just had no interest in getting in his way.
That's one where you just give up the 2 points and move on.
Good. And Shaq backs down. Shot clock at 2. Stoudemire with the block. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep. For 3, Kobe. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
He feeds it to Wilkins. Pass to Stoudemire. And that one is stuck. Offensive rebound. O'Neal. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The first free throw is good. O'Neal hits them both. 3.5 minutes in. Westbrook passes to Griffin. And taken away by Magic. Hawks passing it around. And Bill Russell slams it in.
They've built a...
Westbrook with it. Averaging 28 points a game. Now the dish to Drexler. Knocks down the 3 ball.
They had set up, but it was too good a look to pass it.
And it's Johnson penetrating. And the layup's good off the glass.
Now take
little sluggish to me.
Now here's Drexler. 5 points in the game. Westbrook dishes to Drexler. But with that, it's slammed in by Wilkins. Slip away.
No, sir. Now, you got to love his positioning. As the shot went up, he anticipated that play.
Johnson kicks to Shaq. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. To Westbrook.
Well, they find themselves with a big deficit here in the first. One category that jumps out at me, second chance point. Only one bucket for him.
And Kobe gets
Getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
and that one's good.
Well, the only tough
In rebounding. And you look at Shaquille O'Neal, third in rebounding, and what a physical presence inside.
Anytime you can get someone, the team has no choice but to do well.
And Kobe the bucket with the assist by Russell. And 11.
game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Three-pointer. The follow-up flush.
And what you love about him is just the way he hits the offensive glass. I mean, he knows that.
Oh, are you kidding me? Power punch. That one in the scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not these guys on the ropes? Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took throws. They're showing that they're the aggressors. I mean, doing a good job of drawing.
Being aggressive has built them a solid lead.
Yeah, I typically think the spoils always go to the team that's been most aggressive, Kevin. I mean, people will talk about getting a bad whistle, but when you...
Outside Westbrook. Again, the Rockets score.
You know, as a team.
Johnson kicks to Shaq. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
See some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done. You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent
From this game.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game. And the Hawks making a change here. Ginobili's checked in.
And then converting at the foul line.
Here's Drexler. The putback. And Wilkins with the stuff.
That's how to make out some numbers for Nate Robinson.
It's stolen.
And I know they're not happy with the way they've been turning the basketball over. It can't be fun to watch or fun to be part of.
Well, if you're going to win, you have to take care of the basketball, and this club out there.
And here is Robinson. Out of Ginobili getting his three to go. Drexler dishes to Robinson. Back to Drexler. From deep. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Drexler's got 10 points.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Rockets trail by 16. And Griffin, here we go. Took him no time at all on that one.
Tough assignment for that defender with the size mismatch we're seeing.
Yeah, I just don't think he's big enough to handle it.
And there's the call for Reed. Comes in for Sean Kemp. And it's Marion in for Dominique Wilkins.
They've been getting out-muscled on the boards before coming up with that one.
Not playing tough enough. The physicality just hasn't been there yet. All fouls and then cash in from the foul line.
And he's good on the 2nd of November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Washington. They hold the first place spot in the conference.
And I'll tell you what, they're walking tall right now. This club playing with a ton of confidence.
Now, here is Robinson. Following the miss by Larry Bird, Drexler drives in, goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draw, it's on Larry Bird.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And I like the way
Rockets making a change here. Drummond's checked in. Bird a screen on Fareed. Bird, Fareed defending. 1:05 left here in the first quarter. It's stolen by Green. And he makes no mistake on the
On the tip. I love it.
Yeah, this crowd is stunned.
and they should be, Kevin. That was one elaborate.
Went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
Yes,
you?
sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me, that's what happened.
Oh, that almost went in.
Yeah, a lot of times he'll hit that shot regardless of the defense.
The shot's good from Fareed.
They have got to put a body on him because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Here's Bird, and he jams it with authority.
You know, you've got to try to do more to slow him down. You can't play him so soft near the hoop.
Dumars the pass to Bird. There's the pick. Back to Dumars. Phenomenal buzzer beater!
You gotta love seeing nothing but zeros on the clock when that ball tickles the twine.
Oh, man, a clutch.
In just a minute. Thanks for joining us in this Thanksgiving presentation of the NBA. And a very convincing performance here from the Hawks so far.
And I like what they've done offensively.
On the court right now for the Hawks, they've got Joe Dumars. Teams in the NBA. In second, the Rockets. Number 5, the Hawks.
We've got two teams here shooting the ball so well.
It's stolen by Stoudemire. Robinson kicks to Stoudemire. With the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Offensive rebounds are lucky, but he anticipates and gets to the right spot before the shot goes up.
Stevenson dishes to Bird. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line. And the first one drops. Derek Williams, he jumped. And it's blocked by Stevenson. Here's the teardrop. And Bird with the basket on the assist by
Well, as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Robinson passes to Stoudemire. And again, it's the Rockets from deep. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Bird against Fareed. Here's Robinson. Smooth as silk on to the game.
Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
Bird kicks to Baylor. Dumars. A three-pointer is right on target.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
And the jam by Derek Williams.
The catch or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
Here's Green, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Even when they're down, he's...
Stevenson dishes to Russell, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Well, that's back then. But it would have been amazing to see them not only block shots, but keep them in play and direct them towards his teammates.
Well, Russell was absolutely removed whoever he was guarding from the game, but he would help out everybody else on his team, too. He was in charge of everything in his team.
5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Right guy to put on it.
Dishes to Green. Stolen by Dumars. For the finish. Rips down the breakaway slam. Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition from the hoop there.
So important to have good presence defensively inside.
They get it again. Stoudemire. And a good offensive board. And he gets the drive by Russell. So the whistle blows on the shot.
The Hawks stand in the NBA rankings right now, scoring. And they're ranked 3rd in team block.
Man, Clark, let's go back to the assists for a second. And this is what makes this team good. They've become a nightmare to guard.
Shaq's checked in for Atlanta. Johnson comes in for Joe Dumars. Green kicks to Johnson. Trying to find Shaq. He's got it now. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it.
Alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
Well, both ends of that play, just fantastic.
Robinson kicks to Green. The second chance effort, and it's good on the way in. Green's got
Some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
Robinson with it. Guarded now by Shaq. And the jam by Stott.
Pursuing the pump game.
And that's an essential quality for an offensive rebounder. An outstanding offensive rebounder that he is.
Yeah, he's got to go after it, and he does.
Yeah, he qualified.
It's stolen by Green. Johnson kicks to Green. And good, coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. It's blocked by Shaq.
With that one.
Unless the alley-oop is going to be uncontested on both ends of the play.
Assisting point guards this season, setting up teammates, being a playmaker. One of the hallmarks of being a premier point guard in the NBA. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at Los Angeles, a season as we all know. And of course Houston, sitting there 4 spots below.
Checking out Houston, they've certainly lived up to expectations in this young season. Much improved and very confident in how they're playing.
They could be in some trouble.
Kenneth Faried, he's checked in for Gerald Green. Robinson for 3. Gets it to dishes to Russell. Feeds it to Robinson. Houston gets it back. Here's Faried. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. They get it back. Kemp. And Shaq sends it back. And here's Kobe from the arc. And good, coming off the assist by Magic passing. Westbrook against Johnson. That's Kemp with the jab. Immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are, look at them, they are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
The shot's good from that.
They're only going to get worse.
Screen by Russell. Johnson kicks to...
One of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are free throw line jump shot. Here's Russell, and he converts the layup. Russell's got... Robinson goes in. Pass to Kemp. Outside Westbrook. He kicks it to Robinson. Hands it from downtown.
It's for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Backing down is Bryant. He drains the turnaround jump shots.
Guys, I mean, even if a defender's all over him, just never seems to flinch. A great quality to have as a shooter.
And also, Steve, I think he's the definition of a lockdown defender. It doesn't matter what style of player he's up against. He can handle just about anything that's thrown at him.
That's good.
It was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Westbrook kicks to Robinson. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Shoots the 3. Second shot opportunity. And a foul called. First one falls for him. O'Neal hits them both. Here in the second quarter. Got a piece of it. Kobe dishes to Russell. Pass to O'Neal. Outside, Kobe. Fades. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've reached halftime in this one. Hawks lead by 12. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
Now, presented by Sprint.
We've got a feast of basketball here for you on 2K Sports this Thanksgiving Day. Let's take a look back at the first half action. For the Atlanta Hawks, they have the lead against Houston. They're off to a hot start this season. They'd like to continue that hot streak in this game. And Shaq is having no problem scoring against the defense of the Rockets. His shooting percentage off the charts right now. He's got the magic touch from the field, no question about it. And midway through, the Rockets are still alive. The story of turnovers hasn't been a good one for him so far. It's really hurt to this point. Too casual with their possessions. Excellent output from Nate Robinson in this one. He's got 13 points, and as usual, he's been handing out a lot of assists. And now let's go around the NBA to check out what's happening.
Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Well, how about Kobe in this one? He has 20 points and 2 steals. This game is all about that trip.
Knocked loose.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
Johnson attacking. It's Wilkins on the wing. And it's sent back by Kobe. Drexler drives in. And it goes as more at the free throw line. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. The free throw drops for Drexler. The Hawks leading by 9. And he lobs it up. And Shaq with the slam.
And the lead just grows.
Wilkins passes to Westbrook. Drexler outside. Kobe with the steal. Johnson dishes to Kobe.
That foul gives him 4, so he's just 2 away. Great high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got
To get an idea of which big men have been this season's most elite low-post scoring threats. And you look at Shaquille O'Neal leading the...
Yeah, you know what? And it's those moves he'll bust on you that make him the force that he is. You know, the step back, the back down, the up and under stuff. Well, in a lot of different ways.
Here's Kobe. Money from the wing. Kobe's got 5 points. Westbrook. Houston moving it around. 14 feet away, and it's Houston with another. Again, the miss by Kobe.
Well, eventually he'll start knocking those down again. He did make 2 in the first half.
Here's Shaq. Gets it to go. Shaq's got
Here now to see how the numbers are going for Shaquille O'Neal. First in blocks, 3rd in rebounding, and he's been such a good offensive.
Blocks per game average, Steve, is the highest in the NBA. I mean, he's leading the league in that category. It's there in the low post where he's been most valuable to.
Better than that right there.
Kobe goes in. And fouled hard that direction. The free throw drops for Kobe. And so he makes both from the line. Kicks to Westbrook. Back to Drexler. Outside Westbrook. And another 3 for Houston. Here's Kobe. Here's Shaq. So he gets the whistle.
Been a stellar outing in this one for Shaq. He has 23 points.
Also, I mean, defensively, he's fought his way through this game beautifully. They haven't gotten away with.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Gets the bucket.
Drexler's defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
Here's Drexler. Here's Griffin. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a...
See, typically it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not...
Rebound on the night. Westbrook dishes to Griffin. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Johnson penetrating. Deflected. It's stolen by Stoudemire. And they're pushing it up. Throws it down as the official calls the foul on Ginobili.
Yeah, he didn't even bother to wait around for any help on that break.
That was a one-man job all the way, Steve. He knew what to do with it and when.
Here's what Atlanta's going with. He passes it to O'Neal. It's stolen by Stoudemire. Here's Westbrook. Rejected by Paxson. And they're able to recover. Goes up again. And that one's good. Westbrook.
Boy, have they been hitting.
Have it pay off.
And Bird, here we go. And the rejection by Stoudemire. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks.
I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot. Beautiful.
Yeah, the defense has been futile. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Back to Shaq. And good coming off the assist by
Game in his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession. Russell, he's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
How about that basketball,
Wasn't that
fan?
beautiful?
Wow. I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is...
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
Westbrook with the bucket. The high points for them in this game at 54%. On the wing, Johnson lets it go with the 3. Gets it to go. Johnson's got 10.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
Count the bucket. On 1 of 4 on three-point shots here in the third. The feed to Russell. That's good. Russell's got 4 points. On the rebound goes to Griffin. Griffin's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Drexler drives in, and that comes off the assist. Got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Back to Russell. And he banks in the layup. A 3. Ginobili with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Johnson gets the bucket. Let's look at the energies.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive. Attacking and coming away with steals.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball fast break points. This quarter has brought out the best in them, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
Have come from the point guard ranks. Here are the ones leading the league this year. They get a hand on it. The pass to Aguirre. Puts up a 3. Another 3 for Atlanta. Rockets trail by 8. Here's Wilkins. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Back to Johnson. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Shot from 12. Gets the bucket. That's 29 points. The 3 ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Here's Drexler, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook here tonight. So active. Russell. Ball down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
Good points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. You know, they don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
Andre Drummond's checked in for Houston.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect him to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans.
Count that one.
So efficient in the paint in this game. That's an area they've totally dominated.
You know, once they ID'd the edge they had inside, they just continued to attack it. They're in.
Drexler drives in. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the
It's good to look at the backstory of the stats. Here are some numbers for Kobe Bryant. 3rd in scoring, 13th in steals. And, you know, when he gets in the top 20 in free throw percent.
Ranking, I mean, this guy is a guy I would call bucket.
4 rebounds in this game. Westbrook kicks to Wilkins. Dishes it to Drexler. Back to Wilkins. The feed to Westbrook. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Sean Marion with the slam.
Yeah, that's the smart move there. That's how you want to end the quarter, but make sure you get a good solid possession here.
Johnson against Drexler. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And they get it back. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Wilkins against Kobe. With 1 on the clock, and the jumper is good. Kobe's got 13 points in just this quarter. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the 4th quarter. The Hawks on top, leading by 7. And we're just... Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The 4th quarter of play should begin momentarily. The Hawks leading by 7. Stolen by Wilkins. 4th quarter on the court for the Hawks. Kobe is out there with Magic Johnson. Then it's Bailey. Then there's Shaquille Atlanta. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Kobe from past the arc. That drops. Kobe's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Hawks.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
4-3, Westbrook gets it to go.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end, and I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw.
Johnson kicks to Kobe. Takes the 13-footer. And good, coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. His three-pointers off the mark.
Boy, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide-open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
The free throw drops for Kobe. And Kobe drops them both. Kicks it to Kobe. Dives for it. It's stolen by Stoudemire. Westbrook dishes to Stoudemire. Drexler with it. Baylor picks him up. Griffin chipped back in for two.
That's purely a hustle play there. Getting to the offensive glass for the tip in, well done.
And that's, a quality you see any strong offense.
Patient more than anything. It's understanding where that ball is going before anybody else on the floor does.
There's the bucket. Good. That's 28 points for Russell Westbrook.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
The putback, and Wilkins slams it in. Clyde Drexler on the way. Guarded by Kobe. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. Kobe with the steal. Throws it up high. And Bill Russell slams it in.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Grown man's power flex with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
Well, we've seen these kind of plays get them going in the past, that's for sure.
And the shot is good. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, Drexler passes to Westbrook. Feeds it to Griffin. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. That's 10 points for Blake Griffin.
I love it when a player like this shakes off a poor first half and comes back strong like he has, showing a lot of confidence in his game.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
And it was nice.
Just a gorgeous assist.
Three-pointer. That was good.
Oh, it's going to tap. He's really picking it up.
Johnson kicks to Russell. Shaq. Floats one up, and he sinks the layup. Double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Well, that's one thing they've been doing extremely well. Corralling those carries.
Seems like not a whole lot else is going right for them.
Pumped up.
Yeah, they're geeky.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
He feeds it to Westbrook. And it's Houston with another.
This game has taken on a new feel since halftime.
For sure. The energy level on both sides has gone way up after the break.
And here's Kobe for three from beyond the arc and then some. That's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
They're fortunate that one was just a...
Kobe, no good.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that.
And that one's good.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
That's good from Westbrook. The Hawks leading by three. Kobe attacking.
Well, their worst fear came true. This is still anyone's ball game, but losing.
And the Rockets making a change here. And Kobe drops them both. End of the third quarter. And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
Getting to the...
Takes the 13-footer and no good. Trying to use the glass. Rockets trail by three. And that's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in the... Sean Marion, he's checked in for Houston. And so Westbrook makes them both. Stolen by Westbrook. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort to the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Well, it seems to me that they're taking a lot of...
The Drexler lets it fly from 18, but they recover it. The rebound by Kobe Bryant.
He just has not been
straight. Westbrook kicks to Wilkins. And that comes off the assist by Russell Drexler. Nice D by Kobe.
And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
It goes straight through with the swish. Kobe's got
to remember.
Yeah, it sure hasn't, Steve. I mean, he's been doing his invisible man impersonation here, hasn't he?
And Magic Johnson for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move. And
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, guys, Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
well, they're in great position here, and it's thanks in large part to their three-point shooting.
You called that right. They are lighting it up from behind the arc this half.
For three, Westbrook. And yes, sir, that one drops.
As well as he has from the floor in the game this tight, guy, you've got to think he's going to be a factor near the end.
Here's Kobe. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Offensively here in the second half.
Clyde Drexler on the wing. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Here's Kobe. Here's Shaq. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Poked away. Griffin kicks to Westbrook to tie it up. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
These guys are just raining in shots.
Yeah, the defenders can't be as soft as they've been on the perimeter there.
Bryant. Yes. And the foul. It's going to go on Clyde Drexler.
With this game, guys, they've been working it inside, dominating in the paint, hitting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
He's definitely the guy.
Westbrook with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Westbrook dishes to Drexler. And the slam by Blake Griffin. Clark in some muscle, and he showed us he's got plenty of that with the huge dunk.
Well, in a tight game, I mean,
he drops the first one, and so both free throws are good. And it's a
needed those and got them. Terrific job at the line under pressure.
Westbrook against Johnson. Tries to keep it alive. The kick out to Wilkins. They get the rebound. Now Kobe. Left side Kobe. Takes the 13-footer. And off the glass. That one's good.
They're straight. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. It falls!
And he's fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Bryant can't get it to go. So Houston will take it the other way. Here's Drexler. And out of bounds is the Rocket. Rocket shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall?
oh, what a...
Knocking down is Bryant. Kobe draws the dunk. Inside to Shaq. Bird, the pass to Kobe. The dish to Johnson. Kobe attacking. Passes to O'Neal. 2 on the clock. Missed.
Seems like he's gotten every single rebound today.
An impressive number.
No count. For 3, Westbrook. Bullseye.
It's been a humongous fourth.
And here's Kobe for 3. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. Clark, it was anybody's game right to the very end.
Yeah, it was. The coach is happy with the outcome, but maybe not so much with the margin.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, Russell Westbrook.